As we say, good morning and welcome aboard to the coach and general manager of the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners, Marc Lafleur, in studio with us again this morning. Good morning, Marc.
Good morning, guys.
And Greg Mackel.
Yes. He's wearing a Rouyn-Noranda parka today. I don't know what's going on there. He's got the Huskies going. Go, Ski, go!
You're on a winning streak. Right? Finally getting some love from people around the country, and now you're trying to go incognito, not wearing your Gold Miners gear today.
I like the incognito thing. We keep it low.
Why don't you just be honest? It's the warmest jacket in the closet.
That's probably the only warm jacket in the closet.
So you're still undefeated in 2016.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, I mean...
Thursday night was a wild game, Mark.
Yeah, for the fans who were there.
Win over Cochrane.
You know what? That was as entertaining as the Sioux Thunderbirds game we played the week before. Mm-hmm. Again, it was great entertainment. Good
buck for the Valley. You weren't too happy with some of the play you said, but it was entertaining.
Well, no, I wasn't happy in the sense that overall I didn't think we played a very strong game from start to finish. As the game progressed, we got better. Mm-hmm. The third was much better, but all in all, I just thought we were flat for a huge chunk of that game.
Their goalie was good, though.
Yeah, the goalie was.
He made some saves.
Our goalie was pretty good as well. So,
and as some grumpy coach somewhere along the way once said, a win's a win.
Exactly.
And especially when you beat a top team not playing your A game.
Yeah, that's right. Well, that's the thing we said after the game. It's teams that want to be great, teams that want to go far, have to find ways to win when they're not playing.
Exactly.
Well. And that's what happened that night. And you know what's going to happen is there's some nights things are just not going well, and you come out with the victory. And there are nights, and it's happened this year versus some very good teams.
Your best team on the ice,
schedule,
take an L.
Where you know what, we should have gotten the 2 points, and a couple of bad luck plays occurred, and we came out with the loss. So I mean, what goes around comes around.
Yeah.
So here we go this weekend, and here we go again. Powassan Friday night, Cochrane Sunday.
Ain't getting any easier. No. So again, coming back to Powassan, and then Powassan coming over, and then Cochrane coming back here for another big 4-point game. So it's essentially an 8-point weekend for us.
Yeah. It could be very close in the standing. You could pass Powassan with a win on Friday, but it could be very, very close to the top three if you win one of these games this weekend.
I told you guys a couple of weeks ago, there's no team in this division that was gonna finish above the other two other three teams by a large margin. I said that, and I've said that all year.
So you had a 6-game homestand. You won the first 4. Do you feel you're getting better, Mark? I know you made some changes. There's always changes happening, guys in and out. But do you feel as a team you're getting stronger, which I guess is the goal, right?
Yeah. I think the guys start to understand what the coaching staff wants and expects out of them, not only in games but in practices. You play like you practice. So our execution in practice has been A+ right now since the break, and again, that is only translating right now to on ice success. But we're really working a lot on puck possession right now, and making plays and manufacturing plays, as they say. So yeah.
Okay. It's that number 7's a big dude you got, Mark.
He's tall. Put it that way.
No kidding.
He could be part of the Kirkland Lake basketball team, definitely.
Well, I mean, on skates, he's like 6'8" or close to it. It looks like. Like I saw him the first day he was here, and I'm standing on the bench. He is on the ice, and like my neck got sore after 5 minutes from looking up. and I'm 6'2". I mean, he's a tall kid.
Yeah,
really nice kid.
And
too.
I think a big reason for the success we've had as well recently are guys that are starting to step up. That are starting to really get used to the speed and what I'm asking for and what I expect. Guys like Cam Shear. Yeah. Cam Shear got us going. Cam Shear in his line when we put him with Forte and Bedenti at one point in the second period versus Cochrane. Those are the guys that got us going with their forechecking and keeping the puck in, generating momentum. So, we often see the guys out on the score sheet, the Brayden Stewarts, and guys like that get those goals near the end. But it's the small plays earlier that really make a big difference.
Yeah.
Like Cam Shear, like I said, his game really elevated the last couple of weekends.
And you mentioned yesterday's birthday kid, Evan Bedente.
That's right, Evan.
He's had his game going.
Yeah, and you got to remember we have a relatively young team.
That's right.
So those guys are starting to really blossom.
The game's finally slowing down for them.
Exactly. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect analogy.
Yeah.
Okay, so Powassan Friday night, and then Cochrane on Sunday. So it should be a very good weekend of hockey. At the
and
complex.
like if you like, it'll be a terrific weekend. Again, Powassan will be up and down. It was up and down last time they were over here. It's been up and down the last couple of weekends here in Kirkland Lake.
It's been fun to watch.
It's been great to watch.
Making
last
the coach
Thursday night
probably
game was,
making the coach a little crazy, but
it's a
great
little
for the
nerve-wracking
fans.
for the guys behind the bench.
2-0, leading 3-2, losing
Yeah.
the last 2 minutes, winning overtime.
Just make sure. Just do me a favor. Last minute of play, make sure you have a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, I seem to give up.
That's
I'm
that's
not happy.
that's
with
the
that
mission, to have a 2-goal lead at the 59-minute mark.
Well, at the end of the day, you got to look back at, if it happens again, and hopefully we are up by one come next game. Hopefully one will start with 1 goal for you. And
I'm greedy. I want
you
to.
know what? I just got to put the guys on the ice that I trust the most that night.
Yeah.
That night?
That night?
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, that's how I got to look at it. It's
Who's going well that night?
who's going well that night. It's a combination of possibly how they've done throughout the year, but we need guys here. We need guys that are producing at the moment. Those are the guys that have to play the moments as well.
And
Bottom line.
What about your defense? Do you feel like you have a number one pair, or are they all?
Just like the forwards, we
Yeah.
We interchanged the D. Again, we've gotten a few new ones here. Well, we've got Courts and David here new.
Yeah.
So right now we're still in a mix and match phase. Once something we really like, we'll set that. But right now, we'll
Yeah,
go.
it's interchangeable.
We'll go as it is, and you
Still a
never know what
process.
happens, Mac, or there are injuries as well.
Right.
So,
But the main goal here is to get better, Mark, as we go
Yeah.
along, right? Like
Terrific. Yeah,
you're not-
exactly.
And it is coming together. You see it game by game. It's not quite there yet, but it's getting close.
it's getting there.
Okay,
Close.
Powassan Friday, Cochrane on Sunday, a special time at 6 o'clock.
Do
The
we,
NFC Championship starts at 6:40, so we should be okay here. Gonna
Do
get
we-
the second half.
I got one question. Do we have to set aside a seat for Ryan Leonard in the stands? You don't have to answer that, but I just thought I'd ask.
I got a question. If you're gonna ask questions, how come people don't seem to enjoy Hester out there very much? They seem to be taking a lot of runs at him.
Well,
When I was watching,
Oh, that's what I love about the kid.
there seem to be a lot of
yeah.
guys taking runs at him.
Well, you know what? All it means to me is that he plays.
He's
Yeah.
involved.
He plays
Exactly.
with an edge.
Uh-huh.
He plays with. You show me somebody that is soft. For example, in the NHL, show me somebody who's soft, who's a perimeter player that doesn't go to the dirty areas, and I'll show you somebody who's everybody's best friend out there in the league.
Exactly.
So-
Exactly.
I saw one shift. He was in front of that. And I think all 5 guys when leaving the ice took a shot at him from the other team.
There was a game a couple weeks
And
ago.
as a coach, you'd rather have a guy like him on
yeah.
the bench, on your bench, as opposed to the
Exactly.
other.
Oh yeah, because if he's on the other team, you get 9 guys on your team trying to get a piece of him.
I just thought it was funny.
You gotta love the kid.
Yeah.
You gotta love
Okay,
him
and
for
don't
sure.
forget the volunteer night is tonight for the Dudley
Yeah,
Hewitt
volunteer
Cup at 7
meeting
o'clock
tonight.
at Heritage North.
Heritage North. If you want to get involved, help out with the Dudley Hewitt Cup. The committee is looking for upwards of 75 volunteers, and a volunteer meeting tonight, information night tonight, though, where they will take down your name, your number, contact info, and 2 or 3 positions you might like to fill on the Dudley Hewitt Cup thing.
And if
So
you haven't seen a Gold Miners game in a while, this is a good weekend. Powassan and Cochrane, you're not going to get better than that.
2 of the top teams in the country coming to town. 7:30 tomorrow night, 6 o'clock Sunday evening
Rare 6 o'clock
at
game.
the complex. Going to be a whole lot of fun.
Thanks, Mark.
Looking forward to seeing Lenny again. Thanks, Mark.
Have a good one, boys.
Coach Marc Lafleur in studio with us as well. We always have fun with Ryan Leonard. He's a good guy. 7:45. Happy Thursday morning to you. We've got new music night coming for the Kirkland Lake Winter Carnival with Rhea May, Eric Zane, and this dude. Scott Hellman. This is called Machine from 101.5 FM.
Your heart